I've talked about weather in Iceland in almost every video I made, but a few days back there was a big storm coming and I thought this would be a good way to show you why I mention weather so often. It's just October and the conditions to travel Iceland are already getting harder. There was an orange alert for Sunday which later changed to red at some parts of the island. Winds were expected to reach 25 meters a second and some parts even up to 30 meters a second, which is almost 100 kilometers an hour, with low temperatures and big snowfall. Recommendations said to stay home, don't travel and keep your livestock in the barn, since it's very common in Iceland to just leave your animals roam outside your farm. So it was time for me to go out in the field once again. Right now, because the storm is coming, we have to put the sheep back in the barn just so they're not caught in the storm. So that's what we're doing now. I'm running around again. It's starting to snow right now. Today shouldn't be that bad. Let's put the sheep back in the barn and we'll see how it's gonna go. I don't know if you can see them. These 4 dots. I have a dog helping me right now. Not being very useful, but Denny, go get them. This is becoming like a long walk because these few sheep, they left the property. I don't know if they jumped the fence and they ventured quite far. Oh, but wait, look at this. What is this? Can you see this? Oh, that's quite cool. See, in Iceland you're just walking around and you find old, I would like to say Viking places, but I'm not sure about that, so you know what? If I said so, how would you know? Huh? Nice. This is exactly what we needed. They went through the gate. Perfect. There is snow already on the hills around. Dude, they don't want to go in. So the sheep are inside now, so you don't have to worry about them. They can be warm and nice. I don't know why they didn't want to go in. I don't know. The geese can sense the right wind for them to take from Iceland back to Scotland. And the sheep can't even realize that the weather is getting bad for them to be outside. Jesus Christ. With animals safely inside, I then prepared my house. I went around to check if there is anything that could fly away and put it inside. I closed all the windows shut and then the silence before the storm came. The next day I woke up to strong winds and a lot of snow. It actually wasn't as bad as I expected, but I think that's just because of the wind direction. The whole day I just spent inside watching movies and relaxing, not going anywhere. The next day sky cleared out and the animals could go outside again. But it's not really what I was doing that I wanted to talk about, it's more about what tourists are doing that I wanted to focus on. As a tourist in Iceland, you should closely watch 2 websites. One of them is vedur.is, which is for weather forecasts and it's pretty accurate, so it can give you a good glimpse into what's coming. The second website is called road.is, which shows you the condition of the roads, which roads are closed, which ones are open, and where do you need a 4x4 car. It's super helpful and I would almost say mandatory to use. Unfortunately, a lot of tourists don't know about this and sometimes they don't follow recommendations at all. If there is a big storm, a lot of roads get closed and it is forbidden to use them for your own safety. There have been numerous times when tourists would just ignore the weather completely and continue as they planned. There are gates on some roads, but people just open them so they can pass. Look, it's simple. If the weather is horrible and there is a roadblock, just don't push it. Your itinerary shouldn't be more important than your life. Sure, you don't watch local news when you are on your vacation, but Iceland requires extra attention to the weather, especially in winter months. Summer can be nice and sunny and the worst you can expect is heavy rain, but anywhere between October and April you can be surprised by big storms and snow. Snow that can keep you in the house because it just blocks the door and your windows. Driving in these conditions is no easy task and is not for everyone. You have to be able to handle drift from time to time, even with studded tires. For these reasons, winter in Iceland doesn't automatically guarantee you a chance to see northern lights. You need a clear sky and winter often gets very cloudy. For a best shot at seeing them, I would recommend September, as it's probably the best month to travel Iceland. If you really want to come during winter, just make sure you're being cautious so your rental car doesn't end up looking like this. If you have a domestic flight planned and the storm comes, the flight will get cancelled and pushed to the nearest possible time. You should get notified about this change, and if not, just call the airline and they should sort you out. But that's it, I'm gonna keep it short and simple. I just want to give you this PSA about weather in Iceland. Hopefully everything will be okay when you come and you can just enjoy this crazy island without any troubles. So if you like this video, click the like button, subscribe, and I will see you next time. But until then, ciao!